Hi there, Gemini. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to your reading, back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. So this is going to be your love general messages. The format is going to be you versus them. I'm going to be pulling a card about who is it that we're going to be talking about today, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and advice by the end of the session. Okay, keep in mind that this is a general reading, so the rules might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you at all. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link on the description box below for a personal reading with me. And don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. Okay, so let's do it, Gemini. Interesting. All right, so Gemini, the persons in which we're going to be talking about today, you know, this person is kind of like overcoming like a lot of depressive mode or a lot of depressive energy here. And I do feel that with the Knight of Wands and also the Three of Wands in here, they're kind of like much more optimistic in regards to their future. So I do feel that in the past, this person was dealing with some dark stuff, you know, a little bit depressed, but I do feel that right now they're much more optimistic. Now, the problem with the Knight of Wands and also the Three of Wands and their energy here tells me that there might be a little bit of a unpredictability in regards to these connections, because Knight of Wands is an energy that is coming and going. You know what I mean? Like, it just kind of like depends on their mood. And I kind of like, I kind of understand Knight of Wands because I'm a fire sign, right? I'm a Sagittarius. So it's more about like when I'm passionate about it, when I get excited about it, I'm going to come over it. But then Knight of Wands get easily bored. So then they would do other stuff. So you might feel that this relationship is not really providing you with that type of predictability, with that type of certainty. You feel that this person is here one moment and then the other moment that person is no longer there. Okay. And especially with the Three of Wands here, I do feel that your person here right now is not really focusing on the relationship, but instead they're very focused on what they can do in their life and how can they better their future. Now, your challenges here, Gemini, has a lot to do with you overcoming pain or overcoming hurt, and also knowing when is the time for you to say that this type of relationship is no longer emotionally fulfilling for you. And I think this just does not only applies to your romantic sector, but this also applies to your love life in general. I feel your life in general. I feel that you guys is still surrounded by people who had hurt you, and yet you gave them chances after chances after chances, and yet they still hurt you. So I think your challenge has a lot to do with knowing when to have enough, when to say that it's enough. I don't feel that I gain anything from this relationship. And this is not just about your romantic relationship, Gemini. This is about your whole relationship in general. So this could be about you with your colleagues. It could be about you with your friends. It could be with you and your family, whatever that may be, but knowing when you have had enough. Okay. So in the past, in regards to these connections, Two of Cups and also the Seven of Cups in reverse, I feel that this person in the beginning of the relationship fall in love with the idea of you, what they fantasize or what they imagine in their head about you. But then I think you kind of like let loose. You basically your wall break down, and then you're starting to show the real you, and you're trying to collaborate within these connections, and that made them able to see you as a true you, and they love you for that, especially since the fact that you are the one person in this connection who keep on trying to compromise, who keep on trying to collaborate, who keep on wanting to do something and everything like that. Now, in the now, so when I say in the now, because I sometimes do my readings like way ahead with the dates that is way ahead. So it might have already happened, or it's probably going to happen like really, really soon, is this person is going to be losing their patience about something, and you guys are going to be shocked about it. We'll see what that is. However, if you guys are only dealing with one person, I feel that this person is then going to make up for it, and then you guys are going to be happy again. Now, if you're not willing to engage with your past person, I also see a new person coming in for you guys, a possible earth sign, sun, moon, rising, or Venus, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. So let's see what goes in the future before we clarify your cards, okay? You know the song that I heard? Unconditionally, I will love you. Unconditionally. This is from your side. Why? I heard that song when I pulled your cards, your energy here. Ace of Wands and also the Lover's card. I think you guys are going to be braving up yourself to feel love again, or to be in love again here in the future. Whether it be with this person or whether it be with the next person's in line, that is really your free will. But I do see a new person coming through though. So I do feel that in the future, the thing is that the universe is working for you, yeah? That it means that there's going to be opportunities, or there's going to be circumstances that is helping these connections to become together. And I think that's also one of the reasons why you guys are taking or braving yourself or encouraging yourself to take a leap of faith in falling in love and trusting this connection okay? So I want to clarify that strength card and upright position there that caused you the Tower moment in the now. So again, as I was saying earlier, in the now, it means that it has already happened, or it's going to happen really, really soon. Wow. Wow. Okay. I think I said this in the, I think it was your previous video that I said, Geminis are the most patient people in the whole wide world. And then there's like a lot of people who said, no, we're not patients. Really, you have a lot amount of tolerance though. You can't deny it. I know like a lot of Geminis in my life, man, and they tolerate things that I would never tolerate. Okay. And again, Geminis is my favorite sign because my mom is a Gemini as well. But anyway, I see you working on this relationship. I see you collaborating. I see you guys compromising. I see you guys shedding your ego and just trying to work on this relationship over and over again. However, I feel that your person is snapping. You know, maybe something happened with their self-esteem, or maybe something that is blocking their traveling schedules, or their work schedules, or their, what was I saying? Oh, their educational schedules. That they would take it out on you, and they would try to tell you that this relationship is all about you, all about what you want, all about what you do, all about it, never about me. Which is funny because I see you guys collaborating and working on this very hardly here. And it's gonna shock you a little bit here, you know, because you feel that has become an unhealthy type of attachment, or this has become like an unhealthy type of relationship. You might also be dealing with, I mean, if you're a female, you might be dealing with somebody who is a bit misogynistic. Okay? Because you're showing up with the Page of Swords here, and then you have the Hierophant and also the Devil here, or there might be like a little bit of a different of a religion values that you're protesting against, but just about values. You feel that your person has like a little bit of an unhealthy and toxic values that you do not like, and that kind of like strike you very, very badly. Like, wow, we have a very, very different values here. Unconditional love doesn't necessarily have to be unconditional tolerance. I think you need to remember that, Gemini, okay? Because clarifying that Queen of Pentacles, we have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Empress card in upright position, and we also have the Death card in reverse. I think this person is hanging blame on you about something, and they keep bringing it up over and over again. And they're using that blame card to basically do nothing in the relationship, because they feel that they deserve that you guys are the one that is doing something towards them. You know what I mean? And it's not like if you guys do something towards them, they're going to be ignoring you. No, but it's just going to be like, it's your turn now to chase me, you know, something like that. But you have been doing it from the past, you know? And this person is demanding you to do it now, and they're putting that blame card on you. Clarifying the Sun card, you have the Sun card, the Three of Swords, and also the Ace of Swords. So you're going to be communicating. You guys are going to be communicating how unfair the treatment has been. You guys are also going to be communicating how hurt you guys are. But I just feel that you guys have a crazy amount of love towards this person. That's why I said earlier, unconditional love doesn't necessarily mean have to be an unconditional tolerance, because even if you were to be communicating this hurt towards that person, they're still going to be blaming something towards you. You know what I mean? That's as a defense mechanism. You know, like when you're trying to talk to your partner about something, and then your partner ended up blaming you for something and hanging that blame card on you over and over again. This is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing happening. Okay, so for the future reading, I have actually two scenarios, okay? The one scenario is that if you choose to be with someone, or if you're open towards dealing with someone new, especially if you're dealing with a Leo or a Capricorn or a Scorpio or a Sagittarius or a Pisces or a Gemini or a Virgo, okay? We'll see about that. So if you guys are dealing with no person, just one person only, what is likely going to happen in the future is that this person then I don't know, man, like, if you're only dealing with one person, just so you know that this person is more about like, you serve me, like you do something to me, you know what I mean? It's more in that energy, like you have to do something to me, I deserve it, do something towards me. And if you're persistent and consistent in doing so, Okay? If you're persistent and consistent in doing so and fulfilling whatever this Nine of Cups wishes, Nine of Cups is them, then they'd be like, okay, let me give you some loving here. But it's up and down, you know what I mean? Like if you worship them, if you adore them, if you're nice to them, they're going to be extra nice towards you. However, if you start protesting, that's when they get cranky again, you know? Like, that's when they get cranky again. That's when it's like they would act like they're deeply hurt. But you're trying to mend things. You're trying to fix things. You're trying to work on things. You know, you're trying to be an active participant here. But it's as if like they are the only person who have the right to complain. But you can't complain. Like you cannot point what they're doing that does not make you comfortable, if that makes sense. Because if you do that, in which I see you do that in the future, they're going to be acting extra hurt. And they would probably dismiss that. And maybe just stonewall or disappear for a little while, or just be like, I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone. I need space. You hurt me because you complain about me. And initially, you guys are feeling like, okay, fine. At least I've said what I want to say, right? But again, being immutables, and I relate to this because I'm a Sagittarius, right? Like we're the Sagittarius and Gemini axis. That's when you guys are like, there's going to be some weak moment where you'd be like, yeah, maybe I was a bit too harsh. Yeah, maybe I need to do something about it. And there you are with the Nine of Cups. Apologizing, maybe trying to extend some sort of an emotional gestures in the future because you complain, or because you speak up your mind, or because you're communicating what your desires are that is not being met in the relationship. So that if you guys are dealing with one person. However, if you guys are open to dealing with another person or a newer person, again, I told you, right? Like I see a new person coming in your way. I feel that eventually you would give that a go. I think eventually you would give that a try. I think eventually you would trust it. However, let's clarify something. But you're still in love with your ex, though. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, you're going to reject that Capricorn. Not because that Capricorn is going to do you wrong. It's more about because you're not giving that Capricorn a chance. I'm talking about a new person. If you're dealing with a new person, this person will make you happy. This person will lift your self-esteem again. This person would try to make you go back to your Geminian roots. You know what I mean? Back to yourself again. But this person is going to be a bit insecure. This person is going to be a bit anxious. And again, if you're dealing with a Capricorn or a Leo, I think you would reject them if it's a new person. If you're dealing with an Aries, or if you're dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, I think you would give them a chance. But I just don't see much happening, you know, that is in a positive light happening between you and, you know, the person that you've had a history with. So let's pull some advice card for you. This is a confusing reading. I don't even know what to title this, to be honest with you. Let's see. Advice for Gemini, please. Oops. Emperor, the High Priestess, and also the Seven of Wands. You see, you need to learn when to be quiet, and you also need to learn when you need to put resistance. You need to learn when you're supposed to take it, and you also need to learn when you're supposed to be setting your boundaries. Because when the Emperor shows up in the advice, it means that there's some boundaries of yours that had been crossed by this person, right? Or your sense of dignity. It's as if like this person is not treating you as their equal. So the advice here, Gemini, is, as I was saying earlier, when the time comes, when it gets too much, right, you need to put some sort of resistance. You need to set your boundaries back again. Okay? Why? Because, as I was saying earlier, unconditional love doesn't necessarily mean unconditional tolerance. And what type of relationship is it truly that you cannot speak your mind? What type of relationship is that? Is that a tyranny? You Ukraine, they're Russia? What type of relationship is that? When you can't really communicate that, hey, I'm not comfortable you're doing that because it makes me feel a certain type of way. What type of relationship is that, Gemini? Okay? So this is your advice, knowing when to be silent and just to observe, and when to put your foot on the ground. Okay? So I think that is it for my reading for you, Gemini. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity you've been looking for. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.